Welcome to the For Listeners program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. On the mics with me this week is the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
How come I can pick my ears but not my nose? Who made up this rule anyway? How can you say that's the way it is? That's just the way it goes.
Okay. That kind of ended abruptly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an Andy DeFranco song. That's the first time we've done one.
First time for everything. Good job. On the other mic is the mighty Ganthor. What is up, Ganthor?
Hey, how'd my singing do last week?
Oh, dude, you were rapping, dude.
Let's not go that far.
Well, it wasn't singing either.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You were hard, though.
Is it okay?
On a scale of 1 to Z.
Z being the worst?
Z being the best, of course.
I would give it a, I don't know which way this, I'm going to give it a 5 because I don't know which way to go on this.
That's funny.
That's where I'm going to go. All right, this week something must be done about what, Ganthor?
Nose picking.
Nose picking.
What's your issue with nose picking?
Nothing. I don't have one. I think it should be socially acceptable.
You think it should be socially acceptable for someone to go nose spelunking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Digging for gold.
Because it's so satisfying. I caught a dude today going to town.
Was he like
Maybe
knuckle
not
deep?
going to town. He was surreptitiously up there, and I saw him, and he saw me see him.
And what did he do?
He had the
Keep
look
going,
of
or
shame.
did
He had the look of shame.
Yeah.
And then I was past him, and I smirked to myself and continued on. And then I thought, you know what?
Good for him.
There's nothing wrong with nose picking.
I mean, did you silently judge him, or did you say, no, dude,
Yeah.
it's all right?
Yeah, but only because I caught him in public, where it's like, even though we all do it, right? It's like
It's like being
somebody
in the
getting
shower.
caught watching porn, Oh my God, why I'd never,
Yeah.
What a terrible person. Oh my God. Meanwhile, you go home and your
Yeah, 3
browser
stars.
history is just full of it.
That's why you go incognito, dude.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for the people who don't know any better.
Was he digging in there? Was he?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't digging, but he was definitely up there. You knew what he was doing. I knew what he was doing.
I mean,
everybody knew what he was doing.
Was it like the I'm rubbing my nose?
No, it wasn't a rub. He was in there.
What did he do with it afterwards?
I didn't watch him that long. I was walking on my way, down the hallway on my way out.
Well, what you do with it afterwards is everything. Because the pick and flick is like the worst.
Why is it the worst compared
Yeah,
to
what's
what?
wrong with that?
Because where are you flicking it to?
Nobody knows.
That's the problem.
That's why it works. You'll never find that again.
But somebody might get hit with a piece of shrapnel.
No, you're not.
You don't flick it at
flick
people.
At
Yeah.
somebody. You flick it so it's never discovered again.
Well, someone eventually is going to discover it because
Yeah,
they're going to wipe up against it or something.
It'll dissolve or get vacuumed up or something.
Yeah, it's just nasty. To me, that's nasty. I mean, like
It's
blow nasty. It's nasty. Just blow your nose. Blow your nose if it's going to come to that. Like the worst for me is like when you rub your nose and then like next thing you know you got this like wet booger on your finger.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And then you're like, oh shit, what do I do with this? And then
Yep.
what are your options? You don't have
You
a
don't
tissue
really
on
have
you.
many. Yeah, that your only choice is to roll it up and get rid of it somehow. But
You could just put your hand in your pocket, right? Rub your booger in your pocket.
no,
Save that for later, right? So you're not going to do that.
A lot of people like to wipe them on the or flick them on the bathroom stall walls.
I think they wipe them on the walls. There's no way those things stick after a flick. It's got to be a wipe.
I hate
Which
that.
I don't get. Why don't they just drop it in the urinal?
Yeah, I mean,
Or throw it on the floor.
or use the toilet paper that's right fucking there.
Toilet paper, yeah, that's good.
Well, they usually do at the urinal wall, like right in front of, like they're picking as they're going, and then they decide,
I can't do that.
I'll wipe this on the toilet or on the tile.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm the two-hand peer.
What?
I
You're
need
not
2
that
hands.
big. Come on.
No, it has nothing to do with your size.
It has to do with aim.
I need to hold underwear down while I'm pissing.
You can't do that with one hand.
No, not and hold the dick and control it.
You need practice, man.
Practice?
I never understood those people who can who come into the stalls and they got one arm up against the wall or something to brace themselves, and then they're pissing with the other hand.
I put hands on my hips
Both?
like a fucking Peter Pan.
Bullshit. You do
I
not.
do so.
You know
do
what?
not.
I actually think I've witnessed this, and I meant to call him out on it, and I didn't.
It's like he's a little kid.
Peter
Or
fucking
his pants
Pan.
down around his ankles. Is that how you were taught, Spear?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I won't grow up. Kind of, Peter Pan.
Yeah, Crocodile do.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I ever liked Peter Pan enough to know any of their songs or anything.
Fuck your mom, Ganthor. I haven't broke out a good fuck your mom in a while.
No, you haven't.
No, it's been a while.
Yep.
It's been a while. As long as we're talking about the fucking bathroom bullshit, I don't know how many times I've gone into the shitter in the men's room and I find fucking remnants of the previous occupant.
Like a little floater.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's not good.
I mean, I know everything's got nowadays everything's an automatic flush, but at least have the common courtesy to when it does do the automatic flush, take a look behind and make sure all of your stuff is gone.
Oh, I don't fucking wait.
You don't
Really?
look?
No.
What if somebody's hot seating it,
What do you mean?
waiting to go as soon as you come out?
Well,
That's
all the
fine.
more reason to take care of your business.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have any sort of shame or like personal
I've never been in a situation.
self-consciousness?
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where someone's been waiting to take a shit.
Well, they're going to know that it was you that came out, and they're going to know that it was you who left remnants.
That's
That
fine.
doesn't bother you?
They can see that I had corn for dinner.
That's gross.
And there are some unconscionable douchebags that, maybe all the urinals are taken up, so you go into the stall, and they will fucking piss all over the toilet seat.
Yeah, I hate that shit where people don't pick up the seat.
Unconscionable douchebags. Pick up the goddamn toilet seat. You don't piss on your toilet seat at home, why would you do it here?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And then I got to sit there and fucking wipe up your urine
Right.
because I ain't gonna sit on it.
No.
I prefer squat toilets.
Do you?
I would. I've never used one, but
Oh, dude.
imagine-
So I was in Italy a couple weeks ago, and yeah, they had them, and it's like it was not a squat toilet; it was like a full size toilet, but it didn't have a seat, and I don't understand how that's supposed to work because I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll hover above it. I don't have the leg strength for that. There's no arm resting things or something to
Yeah,
brace
that's-
yourself up on.
that doesn't sound right.
And like, if you're handicapped, how do you get on that thing? You just got to fucking put your ass right on the toilet itself because there's no way you're going to be able to hover that.
You sure
Yeah.
this wasn't a bidet?
No, dude, it was a real fucking toilet, and the girls' room had the same deal. I asked Minion.
Minion.
That's weird. I'd
Yeah,
have to
it's
see
super
a
weird.
picture for sure, but
Foreign countries, man, they got crazy shit.
They got crazy shit. The one thing I'm sure we can all agree on, and I know you guys talked about this in the bathroom etiquette show, but it's the you gotta wash your hands when you leave the goddamn bathroom.
oh, absolutely. Even if you don't do anything, it's the appearance, right?
Right.
This dude just went into the bathroom and he didn't wash himself.
Right. So the kissing cousin to that, and I don't know if you guys have this at your places of employment, but there are people that will come in and they will brush their teeth
Yeah.
in the men's room.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It just bothers me. I don't know if there's anything fundamentally wrong about
Where are
it.
they supposed to do it?
I don't know. I don't know, but it bothers me.
Because you think it's unhygienic?
Yeah.
Do you
What?
brush your teeth in your bathroom?
Yes.
So
Did
what's
you
the
just
difference?
shit in there?
But it's my bathroom. Like, it's my
Nice.
germs.
So,
Same thing.
dude, you're weird.
I am weird.
That is weird.
I sometimes think it's weird when I try to go to the bathroom, but I also want to fill my water bottle. And so, do you fill it first? Do you fill it after? And if you do you leave it up on the counter, or like where do you put it? Because I don't want to bring it in the stall with me.
Right.
And so I leave it up on the counter, but that's just as bad. And
Right.
I don't know. I never know what to do with
Yeah,
that.
better off just leaving it at your desk.
I make 2 trips. That's right. That's what I
Yeah.
do.
And if it's not the brushing, if it's not the teeth brushing, it's the guys that have like something that they're trying to hock up, and they'll spit it into the sink.
Yeah, that's gross. That's not right. Don't do that.
I mean, I don't know if there's much of a difference there, but you'll see the guys over the sink, and just fucking right into the sink. I'm like, come on,
Yeah,
And
that's
then they'll leave the phlegmy chunks there, right?
right?
that's gross.
At least run the water.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. I
No,
don't want to
don't
see that.
like do it in the urinal or something. That doesn't belong in a sink.
I mean, hocking a loogie and spitting in general is gross.
When was the last time you spit?
I don't normally spit, I will admit. I don't normally spit until I'm drunk.
You spit when you're drunk. Huh.
Yes.
All right.
Makes sense.
Do you swallow every other time else?
Every other time.
All right.
It's only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk do I do it. But it's like you gotta, and they drag up whatever is settled into their upper respiratory, and then it's the, and I have never been able to do this. Some people can perfect, like you can see the loogie leave their mouth, and it's like a bullet.
I don't think I ever spit, and I can't. I don't understand how it is that people have so much saliva in their mouth that they can't. Like, I guess if I coughed and something came up, I would spit it out, or if I sniffed really hard and something was in there, and I'd spit it out. But like, people just normally multiple times they'll be just and it's just like saliva. Just swallow saliva. Why would you spit it?
It's not just the saliva though; it's the mucus.
Well, if they got mucus, you got to get that out, man.
Can't you? I mean, there's the alternative to spitting is the snort and swallow.
I'm never going to snort and swallow snot.
Well, then you've never had a sinus infection.
I haven't.
Because that's the only other alternative is when your whole upper respiratory system is all fucked up. The only thing you got is and then you just gotta swallow it. And if you're gonna have a cold or a sinus infection or something along those lines, do you think it's your responsibility to have tissues around you?
Yes, absolutely. How is this even a question?
Well, because again, what you see is the wiping of the nose on the hands or on the sleeves. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a germaphobe now. So I see I'm on the train with these people.
Oh, the train I try not to touch at all in the winter. If I can avoid touching any exposed piece in the subway, I will.
But I mean, but even if I'll sit there with my arms folded or just elbows locked in tight, holding onto my phone, playing my game or surfing the web or doing whatever I'm doing. And then there's the guy sitting next to me who's clearly got something going on.
And he's coughing up a lung and he's fucking sneezing all over you.
Right, he's coughing up a lung. He's
That's
wiping his
socially
nose on his sleeve. And then the worst are the motherfuckers who sneeze and don't cover their mouths.
Yep.
I hate those motherfuckers with a white hot burning passion. Are you kidding me?
It's so fucking nasty.
I mean, Ganthor, do you get skeeved out with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You commute to work, right? You drive.
Yep.
Yeah. The worst part about commuting into the city now where I take the train is you're locked in a steel tube with all of these grotesque things and people going on. The nose pickers and the sleeve wipers. I'll admit I'm guilty of this. The guys that clean out their ears with their fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
I get no pleasure out of that.
I'm guilty of this. I do this.
No, I don't ever do that.
Would you get freaked out if you saw somebody do it?
Yeah,
no,
especially when they picked out a big goober.
they scraped out a nice big old wad of wax.
They fucking hit gold.
Oh, I can't take it. There's just
what are you picking out? Do you actually get chunks?
No, it's waxy buildup.
Huh.
I don't know.
They do make Q-tips,
Yeah, sorry. I was about to say it's like if I don't Q-tip in the morning
every day.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have that issue. Thankfully.
Yeah, maybe I get extra waxy buildup.
That's weird.
Maybe my mom was right when she was yelling at me all those years. What, you got wax in your ears?
That's gross. It sounds like I don't know. Is that like a common problem?
It is at least for me.
Huh. Your kid got the same issue?
I don't know. I guess he listens to me pretty well right now, so I don't know for sure yet. I haven't broken out that mom line yet.
That's gonna be awesome when you do.
Yeah, right. That's the worst, by the way. I don't know, Ganthor, if this has happened to you, where you
catch yourself doing it.
Where you find yourself using a line that your parents used on you, and then you catch yourself saying it, and you're like, oh.
I get that all the time. I call them grandma-isms, where
Nope.
I get angry at someone for doing something, and I catch myself, and I'm like, holy shit! I have no idea why I just yelled at you for that, other than the fact that that's what my grandmother used to tell me.
Ganthor, you don't do this?
I use them on my mom intentionally.
Now that's funny.
I used them on your mom too.
Oh, that's even funnier.
You use my mom's sayings on my mom?
It's a turn on for her, man.
I don't get it.
I tell her, says your face is going to freeze that way.
Okay. That's a good one. You can't laugh at your own joke, dude.
No, I'm laughing at your reaction. I don't know, what other gross things?
What do you think about clipping toenails in public?
That
one, for some reason, the sound skeeves me out.
That needs to be done in the privacy of your own home.
I will confess, as a nervous habit, I won't clip them. I'll pull them off.
Like pick at them? Like pick them?
I will pick it and then I will pull it off.
In public?
Yeah.
The whole nail?
The whole, just the top of it to trim it.
So like you're at a beach and we're hanging out on the beach and you're gonna be there like picking at your toes?
Worse, I'm in a meeting and I'm picking at my fingernails.
I bite my nails. I'll do it in meetings, but I'll make
I'm
sure.
talking about first of all, I'm talking about just.
No, yeah, I know, like the clipper thing, right?
I'm talking about just toes, not fingers. Fingers less bothersome. I'm talking about toes.
No, that's not right. You can't control where those things fly anyway.
I will pick my toenails at home, and the other day, my kid called me out on it because he found a toenail on the blanket and he went, "Ow!"
Yeah, because that shit's sharp, man. When you step on them.
Yeah,
dude, throw it out. That's gross.
Well, usually I try to keep track of what happened to them, but this one I lost, and he found it on the blanket. And he goes, "Dad, I found one of your toenails." Like,
that's so gross, though.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
I got busted by my 8-year-old kid. Dad. Oh, shit.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Busted. Sorry, pal.
Should fucking call you out.
Yeah, he called me out.
You ever bite your toenails?
No, I don't bite my toenails.
You think you could?
No. Not
Not
nearly
flexible
that
enough?
flexible. No, not nearly that flexible.
I think I could do it, but I've never done it.
There was the one guy I worked with that used to. He didn't break out his fingernail clippers to clip his nails. He brought out his fingernail clippers to pick at his cuticles. Like he would get like a hangnail.
With the clipper parts, or with the little sharp the thing at the end.
No, like he would get like a hangnail, and then he would clip that off.
How else are you going to get it off?
But he would do it like we'd be sitting there, and he would just absentmindedly reach into his pocket, pull out in mid conversation, pull out his fingernail clipper, clip off his hangnail, snap, and then wouldn't even break stride. Then would just put it back in his pocket.
So he always has a nail clipper on his person?
On his person at all times.
That's weird.
And it got like the first few times I watched him do it, I'm like, "Ooh, what the fuck?" And then after a while, I just
stopped noticing because it's so common.
Just because he did it all the time, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I kind of grew to accept the weird cuticle manicuring behavior.
Was this horse porn guy?
No, it wasn't horse porn guy. It was the same company, but it wasn't horse porn guy. Same company though.
People are the worst.
People are the worst.
What about chewing with your mouth open? You got people like that in work, or they'll snap their gum with or they'll just like on the gum.
How do they get that far in life where they haven't been course corrected on that?
I mean, isn't that one of the things that you tell your kids is don't talk with the talking with your mouth full too.
Well, talking with your mouth full, like, I mean, if you're in the middle of a conversation, you're eating, I'm still going to do it, but I'm not going to, you shouldn't see my food. But if you're out, the lunch, I don't know, if you're out with other people at lunch and they're, say something while you're in the middle of a chew, you sit there and you wait until you're finished chewing till he starts talking?
Yeah. I mean, don't you, this is like parenting 101, right? This is what I'm saying. These are the things that you remember that your parents used to say to you, chew with your mouth closed. Don't talk with your mouth full.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know how people have made it that far in their life without being course corrected.
That's basic stuff.
Yeah, it's like holding the fork the right way.
What's the right way?
Not like a ape.
Not stabbing it.
You hold it like a pencil almost, and not like you're holding a baseball bat.
I have to think about it now. How I hold it. What's your thought on this one? Because I've been told that this was a savage thing to do when eating. Is I like to cut more than one bite of food at a time.
Nope.
That's the fancy pants polite way to do it, but I don't
understand the point of why I can't cut all the food at once. Put that fucking knife down and just eat.
There's a certain amount of efficacy that comes with that.
There's a hell of a lot of efficiency that you gain.
Nope.
That's why I don't understand. Why do I have to keep transitioning back and forth, back and forth?
I don't have a problem with somebody doing that.
But that's against the rules.
And then when you do it, I'm a right-handed person, so your knife has to go in the right hand. I can't cut with my left. And so my fork's in the left. do you then put the knife down, switch the fork over to the right, and then eat? Or can you eat with the fork in the left hand?
I'm trying to think of how I do this now. What's forks on the right, knives on the left?
On the left.
Right, and that's how it's set up when you set up a plate. If you're going to set up a table setting, it's going to be forks going to be on your right, knives on the left.
Right. So I always swap them. So I always put my fork in my left hand and my knife in my right.
No, the fork comes on the left.
Oh, you're right. It is the fork is on the left, the knife and spoon are on the right.
So whatever it is, I do the opposite with my hands.
Right. So that's right. Right, because you pick up your fork and your knife, you're ready to cut food if you're right-handed. And then you say you cut that way, and then you put down the knife and you switch it to the right, your fork?
No, I'm saying I swap them from the jump.
You swap them from the jump, so now your fork is in your right, your knife is in your left?
Yeah.
And you're cutting with your left hand?
Yeah.
That's weird. You're fucking weird, dude.
We've established this. I do it backwards.
That's your mom.
Ugh. Do you know which glass is yours?
Right.
It's the water. The glass. Your glass is on the right. Your bread dish is on the left.
Yes.
Lefty lumpy, righty runny.
What the fuck does that mean?
That was the mnemonic I learned to remember that particular rule. Lefty lumpy, because that's where the bread goes. It's lumpy. Righty runny.
I do not like you so much right now.
That may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I second that. You say a lot of dumb stuff, Spear, but this
that's
is by far the
impressively
dumbest.
dumb. Yeah, impressively dumb right there.
That was the way I was taught.
All-time record dumb.
Durr. Hashtag durr. So what did we learn? What did we learn about nose picking, about gross habits? What did we learn? Z-Man.
That you have terrible mnemonic skills.
I do. Ganthor, what'd you learn?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, then I'm an idiot? Great. What did I learn? I learned people are gross. And motherfuckers should cover their mouth when they fucking sneeze. So if you think that people should cover their mouth when they sneeze, or you have a better mnemonic for me to remember where my bread plate is and where my water glass is, why don't you go ahead and let us know on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. You can check out the show on Stitcher Radio, on SoundCloud, or on iTunes. Just search for 4Listeners and we'll pop right on up. And you can tweet at us on the Twitters at 4Listeners. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
How come I can pick my ears but not my nose? Who made up that rule anyway?
I have to take a shit, dude, and I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to be able to hold it, or I'm going to have to make you guys go and pause.
So you want to?
Could we wrap up?
How are we doing on time here? We could probably wrap it up. You think we have enough?
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap it up. So what did we learn? What did we learn about nose picking, about gross habits? What did we learn? Z-Man.
Hold on. Still trying to hold it in. Don't make me laugh.
Just go.
Oh, no, I got
You're
pressure
excused.
relief. No, I got pressure relief. Hang on. All right.